So in the previous video you would have saw that I took her for the last drive of 2020. It's now the 2nd of January and today one of the things that we're going to do is install these pods. One is for the boost and one is the water temperature. I'm more interested in the water temperature to make sure she's not overheating. So these would sit there. This is the finale edition, so it didn't actually come with them. One thing that's I'm going to have to do later is that somebody has actually put a carbon fibre wrap or dip on there. I'll have a look once I get the panel off. So we'll have to go back and take it off again to do that. But I want to get it installed and get it working, see that everything's okay. To help us along the way, we've actually got a kit that basically allows you to take off the panels without causing any damages from screwdrivers or sharp edges. So that should hopefully save any permanent damage to the panels. So we'll just run straight into it. It is absolutely freezing, so I might actually stop halfway through to get some heat because, as you can see, it's pretty cold. So yeah, we'll just start taking the top panel off and we'll just run through everything. I've taken the roof off just for easy access and to get some better lighting as well, so yeah. So the first thing we're going to do is we need to take this panel off, which has got the rear demister for the back window and the aircon. My one doesn't have heated seats, so this just pops off. Let's put that to one side just now. And then we need to take these two screws off, which are T10 Torqs. And this should just lift off, which it does. And then we will unplug this, get out of the way. And then what we need to do is remove the stereo. So this is the original stereo, and then the kit that I got that you saw earlier with the red feelers for getting in, it came with the stereo removal keys. So this kind of reminds me of the old 4D stereos. So slot these in here until you hear a click and it should pull out, which it does. So it's stuck. I'll put the light on. I'll put it up there so I can be seen. It does actually look like somebody's been in here already, because I'm pretty sure they're not supposed to be there. But anyway, we'll unplug this. Unplug the aerial for the car. Get that out of the way. And then because I've got the trip computer, it should just be a case of plugging it into the 6 plug port at the back of it. So in here there's these little tabs, so squeeze these, it slips out, and then spin it around, and here is the 6-pin plug. And then what we'll do is we'll grab the pod, we'll put it on top of the dash, we'll slot this cable down this hole here, which should, here's it, pop out of there, and then plug it into there. So I'll just try and hold this. Pull that in like that. And then it's just a case of reversing everything, but we'll just make sure these cables are not going to get caught. I'm doing this off camera, I'm sorry. So I've just pulled those cables out the way. Turn this around. It would be a lot easier, obviously, with both hands. Move these out of the way. Slot that in. So that's that now in. We'll then take the stereo. We'll take these off, which can be a bit of a pest. So I got it off, it just catches on there, so it's just easier if you've got two hands. Plug it's all back together again. You can hear it powering up, checking for a CD. Disconnect that, turn that off even. And then this in its place, just plugs down with clips, and then put your two screws in. Until tight for the first one. Again, it'll be a little bit easier with both hands. And you don't want these too tight, especially for me, because like I say, I'm going to have to take it off again, just because somebody's put a carbon wrap on this. Then take this, plug it back in again. Put it all back together again. Gentle tap. As you can see here, you can see the difference. So yeah, I will need to get that done. And then, because the car's been sitting, unlock. Make sure it's out of gear. We have lights. So you can see the boost went up. I'll just switch into the driver's side so you can see. I don't know why it's reading minus 0.5. What I'll do is I'll leave the car to get warmed up and I'll come back and see whether this temperature one is going to increase as the car gets warm. So we'll come back and I'll go and do a little bit of research on the turbo one. So it appears that it's working. I just decided to take the car out for a drive on a private road because it's sorted, and you can see boost to 1.5 bar, which it should because it's a Brabus Finale edition. So we'll just head back, and you can also see the temperature gauge is also working as well. So we'll just do that one last time. That a success. So this is back, so I would call that a success. It obviously needed a bit of load put onto the car to get it to boost at the correct reading. So that is the end of the installation of these gauges. So we'll catch you up next time for the next installment.